Okay, so these are the flowers that we're going to be making today, and they're just on a little pipe cleaner, and they're made out of paper, and then I used some sequins for embellishments. You could also use a bead or a button at the top here too. I just thought the sequins was kind of fun because it added a little bit of sparkle. And this is what you need to make this project. This is a craft punch that is a flower shape, and it's by Paper Shapers. And you can get these at most scrapbooking or paper crafting stores, or like Michael's or Joann's carries them too. If you don't have a punch like this, you could hand cut some flower shapes. You could create a pattern, or you could just freehand them. But these are kind of nice because it just makes it really, really fast to make them. So for those of us who like speed crafts, this is a good tool. And then these are some pipe cleaners. These are kind of fun glittery ones that I found at Goodwill, some vintage ones. And then this is a hole punch that has a really teeny tiny little hole that it makes. It's this size here. You can also just use like a nail or a pin or something to make a hole, but the hole punch is just, again, makes it really simple and easy. This is an X-Acto knife, but actually we're not going to be using the sharp end. You could just use a pen too. This is just to kind of shape the petals and make them more dimensional. And then the ruler is just randomly in here. We don't need that. These are the sequins that, again, you can buy at a craft store. Like I said, you could use a button or a bead. And then these are papers. I like to use origami paper because it's pretty inexpensive and it comes in lots of really cool patterns that I think just complement the shape of the flower nicely. But you could use scrapbooking paper, you could recycle magazine paper. There are infinite possibilities for any scraps that you have lying around. So let's see, I think maybe I'll do an orange flower and then this kind of yellowy solid. So for the sample, I used a solid and then a pattern on top of it. I just kind of like the way that that looked. But you could use two different solid colors. You could flip it and put the solid on top of the pattern. Again, infinite possibilities. So let's get started. What I'm going to do is line up the edges like this so I can just really easily punch 2 layers at a time. You can punch them one at a time, but I just, again, make it fast. And then I like to use the punch upside down so I can see where I'm punching and make sure everything's aligned. And I'm just going to go like this, line it up, and squeeze. And that gives me the 2 flowers in one. And then I'm going to go ahead and do another one too. And again, you could, sometimes the paper gets a little stuck and you just kind of have to yank it out, but no big deal. Okay, so there we go. And we're going to punch that again. So now we have our 2 little starter blossoms. And I'll set that aside. Okay. So first I'm going to again hold them together and take my little tiny hole punch and just put it in the center and punch a hole right there. It doesn't have to be perfect. Do that on this side too. I think for this one I'll reverse it and I'll do one with the solid on top and one with the pattern so you can see the difference. And then I'm just going to punch that as one as well. And I'm going to take that X-Acto knife or pen or whatever round tool that you might have handy and just go like this and kind of shape the petals. You can certainly use them flat, like if you're using it for card making or something and you want it to be flat, that works. But I think it adds a little life to the look to just kind of shape them like this. Okay, so I finished shaping my petals, and that's actually the most time-consuming part of the project, so I did it off camera. But I've shaped all my petals, and then I'm going to take my pipe cleaner. And what's great about the pipe cleaner is since the little fibers stick out, they actually hold the petals snug, so you don't have to put anything underneath to keep them from sliding. You could use wire instead, but then you have the issue of the petals just sliding right down the wire. So what I'm going to do for this one is take the yellow first, the solid, and then you just want to gently kind of press it through the hole and to keep it from tearing, to be on about that much. And then I'm going to press through the pattern one on top of that. There we go. And then just kind of rotate it so that they're offset, and then you can kind of mess around with the petals and get them standing out. And then I think maybe I'll do a little green sequin. So the sequins again has a tiny little hole in it, so it's just kind of perfect for putting on these pipe cleaners. Let's see here. It's hard to. I'm going to do it down against the table because it's a little bit easier to get some leverage. Of course, once you do something on camera, it seems much harder than doing it off camera. There we go. Just kind of push that down. And so then we've got a bright little green center. Then what I'm going to do is just, which is the same thing I did on that pair, kind of turn it up again. There's wire in the pipe cleaner, so just missed perfect for this. And then this time I'm going to do the pattern one first. This would sort of be like a buttercup or something. So the color reminds me of. And then the yellow on top of that. That, okay. And then I think for that one, I'll do a little, these kind of cute flower shaped sequins that came in this assortment pack that I bought at Joann Fabrics for like, I don't know, it was maybe 99 cents or something, and it's more sequins than you could ever use. That's kind of the trickiest part, is the sequins. Okay, got that on there. So then I have my little pair here. So you could also, I actually was thinking that you could make like a napkin ring out of this for a picnic or something. That would be fun. But I have this little gift box that, you know, you might give earrings or something in, and a great, quick, easy gift wrap would just be to go like this and kind of twist that around there, and then you get this really cute little floral package, and then you could kind of fuss with it so that they're standing up like that, or that'd be a nice little favor at a wedding too, or that kind of thing. So there you go, little paper blossoms.